Hello, hello, and welcome back here to Soul Reaver. Now I'm continuing on with the PlayStation 5 version of this remastered version of Soul Reaver 1. When you reload the game, you always spawn in the Elder God's chamber. The Elder God, he is a giant squid, essentially. A giant, like, eldritch, other-dimensional kind of like entity that kind of is omnipresent in all kind of like times and forms. But that's enough of the Elder God. We have to get over to the Tomb of the Seraphim, because apparently that's where we need to go next. That is Nutcracker's keep. It's this one. God, I love this game. It's still great even after all this time. Whoa. Just being mean. Just kind of want to kill him. Let's go forward.
Take heed, Raziel. A forgotten history lies within. Know thyself, though it may destroy you.
Ooh. May destroy me, huh? Hey look, Shlua. I have the Soul Reaver. What are you gonna do, huh? Nothing. That's what. Whoa! That guy didn't expect me to materialize, did he? Yeah. Just destroying them left, right, and center. Convenient block to be pulled.
As I pulled the stone free, a sigh of sepulchral air escaped the inner chamber. I was not prepared for what lay beyond this threshold. These crypts, defiled caskets of seraphim saints, bearing my brothers' names, and my own. The irony of Kain's blasphemous act rushed in on me with the crushing force of revelation. Were my hands not as bloody as these? Worse, I had spilled the blood of my brothers, these very comrades whose tombs lay ravaged before me.
Yes, Raziel, you were a Seraphim, born of the same force that all but destroyed your race. Before the dawn of the Empire, you were chosen. Kain, Nosgoth's solitary self-declared monarch, plundered this tomb and raised you from these crypts. Breathing his vampiric gift into your defiled corpses, he resurrected you as his favored sons.
That's pretty metal. Use your enemy to serve you. Well, he chose, should I say? He chose wisely, because these are not just any ordinary Seraphim priests, as we'll get into later. They are like head honchos in the Seraphim priesthood. very powerful knights of a holy order. But yep, that's the grand revelation. Raziel is like one of the ultimate Seraphim priests.
Heretic, you shall not pass.
Such loyalty to one who has you guarding this outpost like a chained dog. Do you prosper on the scraps he casts you?
Your insults will do nothing to blunt the agonies of your demise.
Kain killed me once. Behold the result. I have no more to fear from you.
Now this guy, he's kind of known as Tomb Guardian. Also, fans have called him Morlock, and that's just a thing. He's an advanced Trellum, so he takes a little bit to kill.
This relic has infused you with the power to compress and manipulate space. As your symbiotic weapon, the Soul Reaver is also thus enhanced. You may focus and project an orb of kinetic energy to strike objects that are otherwise beyond your reach.
Ooh. Gain the Soul Reaver as well. Right, the projectile. It's hands down the ultimate power up in the game. It kind of makes other bits a little bit of a joke. I don't think I've shown this off, so let's show it off. It just turns them to stone, where you can just destroy them in a single hit. That's one. That's two! Wait a minute, is there something up there? There is. Right, let's get out of this tomb. I've overstayed my welcome. With all these revelations. Right, nothing behind me. Well, Raziel was one of the Seraphim priesthood. He isn't anymore, clearly. He's something else. Still have to find Kain and our brothers. That's some great, like, revamped artwork, but now this is why this is overpowered in this game, because you have the projectile that you can just in Soul Reaver 2, the projectile's not even a thing in Legacy of Kain Defiance, which is Soul Reaver 3 technically. But in Soul Reaver 2, you can only shoot it like this, like in a first-person mode, whereas in Soul Reaver 1, you can just spam it. And you know, if you get them in the corner, depleted with a lot of health, they will be very easy to kill, the vampires. Kain's brood. There's that respawn in action. Yes. I've killed my share of Slewer. Also, it works in the Spectral Realm as well. Now, I just know that there's going to be 2 Trellum right next to me, so I'm going to spawn and then jump. And then destroy them. Easy. I know the tips and the tricks. I know we have to push that forward. Hey, that ain't nice. Come here. I'll eat all your souls. Right, as I was saying, that's enough of like revelations for one day. Time to get back on my revenge trail. We have 3 more brothers and Kain to face off against again. I forget what's down there. Oh, I know what's down there. This ship has a very unique weapon on it. The harpoon, which this is the only place where you get it, and you can't really use it. Now this took me ages as a kid to figure out, but if you just shift, there you go. Another one down. Right. You know what? I'll get it right one time. We have to go left. It's always left. I'm gonna have a chat with like the Elder God and Ariel. Have them guide me to whatever is the next objective.
North of the Seraphan tomb, your brother Rahab has secluded himself and his progeny in the ruins of a half-drowned abbey.
Right, Rahab. We're getting to the tougher brothers here. Well, Rahab is having like not the games haven't really expanded upon it, you know, as much as the books and stuff like that. But I always get from the well, I mean, they're all supposed to be like very dangerous, capable fighters, like especially as vampires, but also equally as vampire killers when they were part of the Seraphan Brotherhood. I can actually do a few things actually before I go to Rahab. I just remembered I've got this ability, so I can go to a few places, do some stuff. Anyways, with the Raziel's brethren, his brothers, Melchiah and Zephon, they are the weakest. Rahab is not that bad of a fighter. He's more dangerous than the other two that I just mentioned, but it's really Duma and Terrell. They're supposed to be like the super dangerous ones. Personally, I think Duma is a bit more powerful than Terrell, but don't let Terrell know that. Terrell's the second born.
North of the Seraphim tomb, a desecrated abbey languishes, half drowned.
It is kind of going on my way to get those, but I want to get them because, well, I just love the franchise. And it's a little bit more dialogue, you know, from like Angun and the rest of them. Tony J is the Elder God. Right, when we get Rahab's ability after we defeat him, that's when the game is gonna like be fully open to us. Let's just drop down here because I don't need to fight them. They're alright, I don't need to fight them. Don't need to fight that guy. Before you could even get the hit in. Now I kind of have to remember where I can use this attack. Yeah, it's one here. I mean, we have that can tell us. So it says there, like, health power-ups found in this area. Like, we still have like one Eldritch energy and one health power-up for the Silent Cathedral area. Again, this stuff is completely optional, and the original game didn't have this. That was like basically like a checkbox of like, yeah, like you fully got everything in the Necropolis, you know? The original game, it's just like you just had to know where it was. Pen and paper, just write it down, like tick, 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 tick. To be fair, this is where the way that needs to go anyways. For another ability. Another optional glyph ability. That admittedly is, in my opinion, it's not as powerful as the stone one. But yeah, that's just an opinion. Yeah, I know there's one in here. There you are. Right, more Eldritch, which is good. There's an appropriately themed glyph in this area as well. Die. I'm not even going to devour your soul. It can just be devoured by the other agents of the Elder God. Or devoured by the Slewer. I know that like they become vampire. So I guess in the lore of the game, it's not outright said, but I guess it's to be presumed that these vampire wraiths, like this one right in front of me, they eventually become all ate up by soul devourers like Raziel. So the creatures like the Slewer. Because basically the only vampire... Oh, kind of. I don't want to get into spoiler territory, but the only vampire kind of after Soul Reaver 1 is Kain again. I always like to think that this is King Otmar's mallet. It's not, but I always like pretend it is. Because I'm very, very lame like that. Anyways. Let's solve this. Obviously we need this like mallet. Appropriate symbol. I'm just going to throw it out there right now. This is the sound glyph, which would make sense because it's in the silent cathedral. That's all about sound and noise. Wait, oh, it's down there. Okay. That was unintentional. Alright, let's just get it up there. It drops down. It might drop down because if it gets stuck, you have to just reset the area. Oh, but the game saves the locations of every item. Right, okay, so that's a very unique item by the fact that it's one of the only ones that doesn't stick into walls. It will just completely drop because it has to in order to solve this puzzle. That is... I mean, I'm enjoying it because it's all related to like the shift mechanic. The shifting in this game is so... Oh, I messed up again. The shifting can't be understated how quick it is in this version of the game. It's just so snappy, like going in and out of like material and spectral realms. I love it. Just have to not mess up because we don't need to shift yet. We shift now. Now we have to hit this bell. Okay, and that is the sound glyph. Kind of just the exact same as that, except it doesn't turn them to stone, so it's kind of a bit weaker than the stone glyph, but you know, it's one of the glyphs in the grand scale of things. Oh yeah, and something that I should also point out, the only glyph that remains to you, well, it's not even a glyph, it's basically Raziel's innate ability to shift between realms. One of his innate abilities. But the shift ability is the only glyph, let's say, that like returns for the other games. The other glyphs that I'm getting, the force one, the stone one, the sound one, and the 3 others that I've yet to get, they don't return for the other sequels. It's also kind of funny by the fact that the remaining 3 glyphs that I've yet to get are all kind of variations on the same ability. You'll see when we get to it. It's just a funny note. Oh, perfect time to show it off actually. So all it does is it deafens them. But it doesn't turn to stone or anything like that, so technically they're fine. Well, that guy's not fine, but technically they're fine. Oh, yup. Gotta say something about Soul Reaver 2 now. That's related to shifting or phasing through gates. Now, Soul Reaver 2 is my favourite game in the franchise. And then it is followed up by Deception. Soul Reaver 3, basically. But Soul Reaver 2 has a kind of awful first bit with the tutorials. Well, I say that. It was, for me as a kid, I was stupid. So, like, I think it said just like push forward and you can go through the gate or something like that. And if you've never played Soul Reaver 1, because at the time I never played Soul Reaver 1, I played the second game first, because it was the brand new PlayStation 2 and it was like a new game, and you know, it was something to play. For the longest time I was just like, how the bloody hell do I get out of this area in the first area of Soul Reaver 2, and it was because I didn't know that you could phase through the gate. If they would have shown it off in like in a cutscene or something like that, I thought that would have been better. But anyways, a little bit of a rant over. We have to go up there, but in order to do that we have to go over there. I don't know, it's just one of those kind of things. And this is just for 1 health power up. Oh, you're doing that thing, huh? Burrow away. your souls. Why the hell not? Showing off the sound glyph a lot. Let's go over there. That guy was just minding his own business and I knocked him to his demise. Good thing he doesn't have full damage like Raziel doesn't have full damage. Right. Have to shoot that. There we go. You know what, I will go down for that Eldritch energy. Look at that boat. Ghoul boat. Wraith boat. There we go. Pit. And then we're like, ooh, lovely. Gimme. I think that's everything that we can get with like this kinetic blast that also upgrades the Soul Reaver. Ariel and the Elder God have both told me that I need to go to this drowned abbey and confront the next brother, Rahab. It's this one. I love the world as well. Like, we're more than halfway through the game now. I'm pretty sure we're more than halfway through. The music as well. I love everything about this game. Okay, the series is great. Even Blood Omen 2. I have my issues with it, but like even Blood Omen 2 is great.
Once a sanctuary against the vampire menace, this abbey has been drowned by the deluge spilling from this wounded land. Your brother Rahab and his brood, devastated even by the feeble rays of Nosgoth's sun, overcame their vulnerability to water and retreated from the surface. Now they haunt these ruins and glide in the darkness of its stagnant depths.
Alright, so it's no surprise or secret to anyone that you will be able to swim after gaining Rahab's soul. Ooh, am I gonna make it just? Oh, there they are. You can't really defeat them. That's a good hit. Ooh, get him. Nice. Now they have a force projectile as well, but it's like they're shooting water out of the gills or something like that. At high speeds to hurt Raziel. You can also shift through these doors. Damn, did that hit me? I love the look at them as well. All fishy vampires. Dumas boys are not too bad either. The Trellim are kind of like giant, not mogwais, the gremlin counterpart to mogwai. Oh yeah, they look like giant gremlins from you know, the 1984 movie Gremlins. I don't think I can mate that. Can I mate that? Do I have to be in? Do I have to shift for that? Whoa! I made it look easy, but those jumps are not that easy. Especially if you're new to the game. And these guys are no pushovers, by the way, but oh, there you go. It finally happened. I get to show off the force ball, though. I actually do like it in the first game. In the second game, he's just doing it one-handed, but in the first game, this force ball is two-handed, as you can see, and it's great. I love it. There you go. It decides no, to not give you just that little extra to get full health. It's just like, no. Oh. The Abbey. Hey. That's what I say to you. Are there fish people in the water? There is. Come on, Raziel, you can do it. No, I do a kind of like zigzaggy thing, because if you just go straight, you don't have the space, admittedly, to you can just glide over it, if you get my drift. This one. Oh, twofer. This might be a bit tricky. I always get nervous with this, but I kind of do that little zigzag just to make sure that I don't overshoot it, because I've overshot it before, and that is not fun because you have to redo this entire thing again. You can actually get a trophy for doing this, or achievement if you're on Xbox, or on Steam, whatever. But if you get through the entire abbey like I've done without actually touching the water, you get a trophy, which is pretty nice. This spiral staircase always messes with me. like just going down it really quickly. Oh, I feel like I'm going to barf. This room that confuses a lot of people, but the pedestals have sunlight, like a sun symbol on them, which is like a little hint. Makes you question why all these bosses are in like rooms that are designed to kill them. But hey, that's the fun of Soul Reaver. It's like partially a platform puzzle game when it comes to like boss fights.
Raziel.
Rahab, you have adapted well to your environment, for one so maladjusted.
Do not mock me, Raziel. You of all of us should respect the power bestowed by a limitation overcome. Kain said you would come.
You speak with the murderer?
You would do well to mind your blasphemous tongue.
What more did he tell you?
That you would destroy me.
I will indeed. But tell me, before I tear your soul from its moorings, do you know what we were before Kain spawned us?
Human.
Seraphan, Rahab, the antithesis of all we ever believed.
Does it matter? We were lost. He saved us.
Saved us? From what?
From ourselves.
No. I have this. Haha, he's laughing at me. I have the force projectile. So does he. We cancel it out. I'm wondering how to defeat him. Oh, nice one. And you can spit war at me and all that jazz. Like that. I have to say, Rahab's voice actor is a guy who, he doesn't get as much, like, credit as the others. It's a man called, I believe he's called Neil Ross. He played, like, a few other characters in the first game. Blur Omen. I think he was, like, primarily, King Otmar. So he was in the original two games, Neil Ross, but the other voice actors get like a lot more recognition. Like obviously Simon Templeman, Michael Bell, who played Kain and Raziel. But I'd just like to mention Neil Ross does a fine job with the few characters that he plays. Rahab being his last. Okay, we need to get souls from somewhere. Oh, that was the souls. No, we have to go through all that again just to face Rahab, but like I like to experience all the dialogue that has it's juicy. I like to have like all those wonderful lines of dialogue spoken to me. And it's like something that I like to show off. Not many people will like even see the glyphs, you know, or they'll know that like there's these other interactions with these like boss characters and such. they'll basically just play the main game. Although, that being said, like, I'm always constantly surprised by statistics. I think it's only like something like, I think it's very low, you know. I think it's something like 5% of players actually finish games. And that, to me, is kind of inconceivable. Like, when I'm engrossed in a game, don't get me wrong, there's been some games that I've just put down and I'm just like, no, I'm not playing that shite. But for me, when I start a game, I have to finish it. It's just one of those things with me. It's like a compulsory thing. I have to like finish what I start. These swirly symbols are important, but we'll figure out that later. Now, if you don't have the Soul Reaver on you, it can be a bit annoying in this area. There are bits where you can grab pipes and stuff like that to fight the Rahabim, but not gonna lie, it's a little teeny tiny bit awkward. Because, like, for example, you can't just like pick them up and throw them into the water. That's their ability, they're invulnerable to the water. So they were just like, you know, have a nice happy swim if you throw them in. You know, if they hit me, they hit me. Although, getting out of this abbey, I always find it a bit confusing as to exactly where I go every time I start off, because essentially this abbey acts as a kind of like circular point to some other areas in the game, because the game kind of like loops around on itself. The game world, that is. I'm pretty certain there's nothing on the other side of those beams, like over there. It's just the oh, there you go. It happened. It happened. That's okay. All that means is I get to play more of Soul Reaver 1. Which ain't too bad. But yeah, as I was saying before I fell, I think the only path is on the right hand side. I'm nervous now. I know I shouldn't be, but I am. Yep, there's nothing on the right hand, it's on the left, shall I say. Die! Bit always makes me nervous. It's kind of crazy that like this game from 1999 for the original PlayStation, I'm playing on PlayStation 5 here. That is a bit mental. And the fact that I'm still playing it today. I mean, there's so many games that, well, I'm not gonna like shit on other people's like favorite games or anything like that, you know, of modern days. But there's so many games. I won't name names. There are games that I just don't personally get along with. You know the types. They have like, let's put it this way. They kind of play the same. They kind of look the same. They have weapon tiers of like green, blue, purple, orange, you know, that kind of style of game. Not to say that there won't be a few of those upcoming when I get round to it. I'm taking my time to get to modern games, I know. But I'm still playing this like now, and I am absolutely loving it just as much as I loved it when I first came around to playing Soul Reaver 1, which again, as people might know, I kind of went backwards with the series. I actually can't remember if I played Blood Omen 1 last, you know. No, I feel like... No, I definitely played Defiance last.
Raziel returns. Do you still think you can best me?
Yeah. Alright, all you have to do is hit these like glass panels, get the sunlight out on him. And he's finished. Ooh, you hit me, but you're dead now.
Infused with Rahab's soul, you have overcome your former vulnerability to water's touch. Immersion in water will no longer dissolve your physical body, enabling you to swim to areas heretofore beyond your reach.
Awesome. We can swim! You can do this like little dash if you hold L2 and X. It's like a power swim move, isn't it? But I just prefer to hold X down.
Beyond the maelstrom of the abyss, a subterranean tunnel leads northward to the clan territory of your brother Dumas. Endowed with Rahab's soul, you may swim to gain entry where your progress was previously impeded.
Right, awesome. Now. Can't go back that way. And there's nothing really this way. But we can go back into the cathedral. So that is what we're going to do. Because there's another super secret thing that a lot of people just don't know about. That's hidden within this abbey, shall I say, not a cathedral. This is an abbey. I don't know, what's the difference, huh? There's going to be some kind of a difference, I just don't know it. Okay. Ooh, you know what? I forget, you know. What's over here? Nah, I don't need to fight you. Oh, it's just a way outside. Okay. Or the way inside. And because we can swim, we can also shoot underwater now, which is good. You can't use glyphs or anything like that. That's not going to work. Something that I should mention though, we are going to go for the other free glyphs now, because we can. Sneaky bugger. I don't think there's any particular order in which you can choose to get these ones, these like remaining glyphs, but however, I love these egg sacs. You can see the Rahabin within them. That's a cool detail. What was I saying? Oh yes, there's no specific order in which to get the remaining free glyphs, but I just stick to the correct order. This is a kind of weird position to have like me talk and Raziel's butt is right there. Let's continue onwards. Now I think that's the way that we have to go to get out of this area, but you might have noticed there's another stairwell going further into the abbey. That right there looks significant, but I'm just going to check out if I can get some more eldritch energy, which I can. Oh, both leads upwards. This is something that many people just don't know about.
This elemental forge is tuned to the Soul Reaver's energy. Once baptized in this primordial flame, the blade may be imbued with fire at any future time.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm about to sneeze. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Yep, so forges were even planned in Soul Reaver 1 here. So there was going to be more forges, but time constraints and budget, you know, they had to release the game at some point. So Soul Reaver 1 is kind of classically known in comparison to like the other Soul Reaver games. Soul Reaver 1 had the most cuts, and because it's a fire reaver, when I go into water it will negate the fire. Yeah, it's widely known that Soul Reaver 1 had a lot of cuts, but it's just cool that like they had the Soul Reaver forges in mind even in Soul Reaver 1. Because Raziel was going to have a few Reavers in that game. The initial concepts of Soul Reaver was supposed to have a few Reavers, but the Fire Reaver made the cut. But it's one of those ones that, if you know about it, you know about it. By no means did I figure any of this out when I was a kid. It was like later when I read like forums and stuff like that, when I was super involved in the community of the Legacy of Kain, was when I found out things about like, oh, there's a Fire Reaver, there's like, you know, all those other dots on the screen, there's other like glyphs and such. I think maybe I only found that one when I first played the game. Yeah, I'm pretty confident I found that one. And then there's entire other areas that I'm gonna like show because I'm collecting everything. There's entire other areas in this game that are just like completely optional. Right, so for example, I can go that way, but I'm not going that way just yet. I've got a few other things I need to do. And we're in Raziel's clan territory. The game has looped around back on itself. Because it's that kind of a game. There's an eldritch energy in this place and a health power up. I'm not sure if I need... I know I need... Alright, it's no spoiler that, like, the other god even said it, like, go to Dumar's clan territory, far in the north. So, Dumar's ability... Oh, we'll get to Dumar's ability when we get to it. It's a bit weird. It's like the only ability that doesn't, like swimming and climbing and then phasing through gates, they all pass on into Soul Reaver 2. Dumar's ability does not. Now that I've forged the blade and fire, I can burn them. And if I don't actually absorb the soul, I think they just stay there like burnt corpses, but I like to like have that blade kind of like dissolve on them, you know. Also, that's something. It's so dangerous, this blade now, because it's like it lights them up from like far away. It's great. I love it. Ah, right, yeah, I see. So I can't actually do what I intended to do. It's worth a check. But I can't just yet. Can burn that guy. Outright. I'm gonna leave him burning. So the force projectile ability and the Fire Reaver. Oof, deadly combination. One hit kills. One hit kills her. Now that I got the ability to swim, I need to think about what I haven't and have collected. That's locked for a reason, because it's like an area that you can find pretty early on, but I've purposely left it alone. Silent Cathedral. Oh yeah, I can get something from Silent Cathedral. Let's do it. This is like the big collectathon now of like free. I'm going just for basically free glyphs. This one. I wonder if I'm like if I make enough progress, if I can actually beat Soul Reaver 1 today. I can beat it pretty quickly. If I wasn't doing all this other stuff like getting the Fire Reaver, getting the glyphs and that, I would have been done by now, essentially. But I'm going for like all the collectibles and such. All the optionals, I should say. I find it fun though. And as I was saying before, it's funny that like basically all the glyphs that I've yet to get are all variations on the same kind of attack. 2 of them are arguably just... No, they're all just the same. One of them, no, one of them is like the ultimate that you can just get right now if I wanted, but I'm not going to do that. But the next 2, let's say, they're interchangeable. It's just I prefer to get one before the other. I have a kind of order, which I kind of stick to throughout my entire playthroughs. Drowned Abbey. Eldritch and health power. I know which one's. Ah, yeah. I know which one's the health power up. Health power up I can't get yet, but I can get the other. Again, wonderful addition. This kind of like checklist. I don't call it a map. I call it a checklist. But it lets me know that, hey, you're missing a collectible in this area. I'm like, thank you. I don't think the Defiance Remaster, as of this point, has a checklist. It's not that way. Let's not make that mistake. It's the other way. To the right here. Yeah, this is where we have to go. Yeah, the Defiance Remaster, which I'm super looking forward to actually playing. It's been out for a bit now, and I take my time getting around to it. As I take my time getting around to modern games. But the Defiance game, I don't think the remastered version, I do not think it has a checklist for like the collectibles in that game. Now the collectibles in that game are slightly well, no, you do have like Eldritch Energy, let's put it this way, the other kind of like health thing and Eldritch Energy thing in that game, but you also have just like these arcane tomes that just unlock multiple things in that game now. They used to just unlock artwork, but they actually have a different purpose, and again, that's for Defiance, the last game in the series. We're not going to talk about it right now. Notice how I called Defiance the last game in the series and not Ascendance. I shit on Ascendance too much. Ascendance isn't bad. Well, yeah. I like about 15% of Ascendance. That's about as much as you're gonna get from Ascendance from me. But you know, inevitably, if, I know this is a big if there is another game in this franchise, be it 2D, 3D, whatever, I will be going through these entire games again. They're like my, they're not too long in comparison to other games. So it's not like, I love The Witcher, for example, but like these games are nowhere near on the... I think you could fit the entire legacy of Kain into like a Witcher 3 playthrough, you know, if you're going for 100% in The Witcher 3. So these games are not like that. They're just long enough. And yeah, we have to go to a new area, so going back to the Abyss. It's the way that we have to go anyways. However, we're not just going straight north. We are going to go for a little detour. Because it's cool by the fact that like the areas that are technically cut content are still in the game somewhat. There's some areas that are completely gone. So Kain's Mountain Retreat, the smokestack, which is what's supposed to be Tyrell's clan territory, which I guess in this game kind of gets replaced with the lighthouse as Tyrell's clan territory, because the Tyrellim are heavily present at the lighthouse in this game. Now we have to go upwards, north. Those are like Dumas flags, but as you can see, there's something over there. So let's go over there instead. And because we don't dissolve in water now, we can just go on ahead. What was the other content? Oh, so this area that I'm gonna come to. Well, you know what? Before I spoil it, I'll just let Raziel talk about this area in detail. You should have some lines of dialogue. It's got its own unique music and everything. And again, the vampire hunters see me as a kind of like holy figure for destroying the vampire menace that plagued them. I'll play nice. I won't kill the humans because it is a detail that is how do we put it? This is completely optional, this area, and quite missable. Get used to those block puzzles. There's got to be a hell of a lot of them.
The human citadel, its towering walls and deep moats engineered to keep Nosgoth's vampire plague at bay. Though the city was well fortified against vampires, its human architects hadn't considered a breach by a creature such as myself.
Alright, so those are the lines of dialogue. So you only use lines of dialogue in like areas like this, like extra areas of the game, if this area was supposed to have purpose. Now this is the human citadel, or as Kain likes to say, human citadel. Humans, as you can see. Praise! I will not kill you, fear not. Cool haircut, bro. Cool haircut. Yes, what was I saying? This is the human citadel. Yeah, Raziel has lines of dialogue there because there was supposed to be more to this place, but it got cut. And that was like so this is the top part of the human citadel, and then there was supposed to be an area called the Undercity with some character called the Priestess. Basically, we've seen her the human warriors of the Priestess in Zephon's lair, which is the let me think, the Silent Cathedral. Also, a little neat detail. This is kind of like very vampiric. You can not charm people. There was supposed to be a possession ability that you get from the priestess, I think, but obviously that got cut. This is kind of vampiric, but you can, if you're low on health, you can just take a little bit of human souls. If you do it too long, they die, so be careful. That kind of thing. Do I want to show off the top tower a bit? Maybe I do, you know? Maybe I do. You get an achievement for getting up there, so... Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I think... Ooh, she's still a bit drained after... It took a little bit of her soul. Ah, yeah, okay. That wall there is a little bit different. It's very easy to miss. I'm not sure if there's even anything up here, you know. Oops, daisies. Let's not do that. Ah, it's one of those. I think we just have to shimmy. Yeah, okay. Okay. Haha, I'm forgetting about this, aren't I? Doing a right pigs there of it. At least she's okay. She's a bit fearful because she's like, oh my god, he just took my soul. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Right, at least it's still cool with me. I'm forgetting where to go with this one. Oh, it's... I see. Maybe I don't see. Oh, this is very interesting because I could have sworn I knew this. How to get up there? Was it literally? Oh, it's literally that. Yeah. Basically, this is the water tower, and you get a trophy just for getting up here. It's like the tallest part of like the human citadel map. Nothing up here, but well, that's up here. But it's something to get, you know. See her arms flail then, she's like, oh my god! How many collectibles? 3 collectibles in here. Not bad, not bad. Yes, praise me. I'm great. I know. Need to try and remember where all this stuff is, you know? Because there's an Eldritch Energy and 3 health talismans here. It's clearly not that. This has to be high. Surely this is higher than the water tower. It absolutely is. I don't care what they say. This is the highest bit of the map. Anyways, no vampires getting here apart from me. I'm not even a vampire, I'm just a wraith. If I did go on a killing spree, they'd all be like running away and panicking. Now, as to what I'm doing here, I'm kind of just showing off like all the areas, you know, where you can jump to. I am trying to figure out what I need to do. Let's turn the water off, right? Yep. Very good. I think we might be able to turn the water back on. Yeah. You son of a bitch. Very simple puzzle. Also, the vampire in there was in the water, so That's why he was like a wraith vampire, because he spent a long time in the drink, and then I lowered the drink and he became his soul became reacquainted with his body. I think this is the Eldritch energy, isn't it? It's not, it's health. Just increase my maximum. I think there might be just 5 more. There's 5 more health talismans and 2 more Eldritch energies, I think. Yes. Sometimes, you know, when like you don't think you can make a jump, but you can, it's a bit jarring. Like, I didn't think I could make those jumps, but clearly I can. You're too slow. Hello? That guy was shocked by me. This guy isn't. Yeah, it's cool detail, the fact that they had that in there, that you could be friendly with the humans if you don't attack them. If I was to attack one of these guys right now, they'd all turn against me, but the human characters aren't really that dangerous. It's really like, I find the Zephonim a bit challenging and the Trellim. Those are my 2 that are kind of like, you know, the top ones that are kind of like. These ones are the tougher ones to deal with. Right. Found the warp gate for the human citadel. Now let's just find these talismans, Eldritch energy, and that next glyph. Well, what would you know? One right there. Actually forgetting where to go here, you know? I don't usually do it like off by memory. I wonder what Kain does in these moments. I know what he does. He just broods and he's waiting for me. For a late bit in the game. Okay, let's open that, but I think we still have to go this way. Oh yeah. Bruise. This is a very unique looking room, isn't it? Unique statue. I just heard someone die, like a human character. I just heard them die. Right. I think I know where I think the health talisman is in the same area where the other glyph is. The next glyph. So let's get that glyph. This is, again, I love this kind of stuff. It's like completely optional. So we're going through that giant, like, water, not fountain, water mill? I forget what you call them. The water thingy! You know, the water thingy! The water thingy! We're heading this way. The shrine is right behind me, but this is here because I remember it's here. There's no collectibles or anything like that in Soul Reaver 2. Soul Reaver 2 is a completely different game to this one. It's more linear, but I personally like it a lot. They had to change up the design because of like just the way that Soul Reaver 2 was made. It was initially going to be on the PlayStation 1 and the Dreamcast, and then they changed it. Very unique looking statue. Let's activate this shrine of sorts. Very distinctive block, but easily missed. I think it's more pronounced in this remastered version of the game. All we have to do is just plug up the hole. That's all we have to do. And one more push. Come on, get out. Ooh, my Reaver's disappeared. It's a bit of a glitch. I like too that in the remastered versions of these games, with Raziel, when he's absorbing the glyphs, his cowl is down, so it's like he's eating them almost. let's get out of here. Oh, it is this way. That's everything in this area, right, okay. So, we've got the water glyph. The water glyph and, spoilers, the fire glyph, they kind of do the exact same, they have the same role, the same purpose. But, I have it now. Now we have to get on over to Raziel's clan territory. Something's happening to some of the humans because I can hear them being injured. So something weird's happening, like maybe they're spawning in and just like dropping to death or something like that, because I keep hearing them getting injured. Just in the background, like very faintly, but it's there. I might be just showing off this water. Water glyph once. And this poor bastard over here. Not even on that guy, because I burnt him. There's some guys in the area that I'm going to. I can demonstrate on them, but that's just a case in point why the Fire Reaver is so dangerous. One hit kills them, and sometimes they just stay dead. Like, permanently. To be fair, I can't remember if this water glyph and the fire glyph just outright killed them or not. I can't recall if it outright kills them just indefinitely. I don't think it does, you know. I think it just like kind of stuns them. But show it off. It kind of just stuns them for a bit. I think the fire glyph sets them on fire for quite a bit of time, but does it outright just burn them to death? I'm not too sure. Oh, right, okay, so we can't do this in any just random order. We need to have the Fire Reaver in order to do this shrine. This glyph shrine. It is a requirement. It's not a requirement for the final one, which is at the lighthouse. The kind of... Look at that guy. Who is that guy? That's kind of like... I don't know why, it's reminding me of like the actor who plays Rorschach, who was in that horrible Friday the 13th remake, and well, he played Rorschach, you know. Alright, we've got to keep this. This Fire Reaver's key. So I think we have to light a brazier or something like that. can't shift because we lose the Fire Reaver. We're gonna have to shift. We're gonna have to shift. No other way around it. It's the only way to get through that door. Yeah, because if I shift now, the door will close. There you go, it closes super fast. Right. So you need the fire to light the brazier. This kind of like fire demon god. Well, I've got to show off the water glyph. Soon I'll get to show off the fire one. And then we'll get the ultimate glyph that is just the water and fire, but better. Far better. Oh dear. That was almost a bit dodgy. Strange how Raziel just took a knee then. How appropriate, a Fire Reaver for a fire glyph. That it does not explain. I used to be very annoyed when like the things break continuity to really over the top degree. I'll talk about it after we do this, so let's get this fire glyph. Right. Yeah, I used to be very annoyed when like games would just like break like the most pointless continuity ever. It's not like they're changing like character names or anything like that. Oh, and like more Legacy Kain related. It's not like they're introducing a character in the 6th title and just like making it like they're responsible for every big decision. That's a bit topical. But I was very annoyed by the fact that these abilities and such, they don't pass on from game to game as much as you think. So, yeah, sure, there's an ability that you get from Dumar that's called the Constrict ability, that is completely just like abandoned in the sequels. It's like, fine, fair enough. The glyphs, all these wonderful glyphs, like the fire one that we have now, we have one more to get, they're abandoned. I'm like, fair enough, whatever. The thing that got me is the fact that in the 3rd game, in the Soul Reaver trilogy, I guess you could call it, Legacy Kain Defiance, they basically allow Raziel to climb in the Spectral Realm, and now it doesn't bother me whatsoever, but back when I was a teenager, like early teenager, young teenager, that, for whatever reason, just really got on my nerves a lot. It's like, what? It's established that he can't climb in the Spectral Realm in like Soul Reaver 1 and 2. And now in Soul Reaver 3, which is Defiance, he can just climb? But you know, it's like, whatever, who cares? Like, it's just for gameplay reasons why they've done it. And it's like, it's fine. You don't have to be too kind of like into the absolute minute details and that kind of thing. Oh. We don't need the Fire Reaver for this one. We just need the swim ability, which we have right now. And yeah, this is going into like what I consider the Tyrell clan territory. This area was actually first shown off in like the absolute original promotional material, I think, of Soul Reaver. But it's called the Lighthouse area, I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm calling it the Lighthouse area because it's got a very particular thing. It's got that right there, that's a lighthouse. So it's the lighthouse area. It's got very unique music, as you can hear. And I'm calling it Tyrell's clan area. I'm gonna get out of the way right now. Due to time constraints, Tyrell was cut from the game. Shock horror. So we're not going to fight Tyrell. But his boys, as you can see, the Tyrellim, they're the toughest warriors in like the land of Nosgoth. Second only to the Raziel that were all completely wiped out by the combined forces of like all Kain's brood, let's say. Because they're cowards. Right, okay, so ooh, he burned up anyways. The fire glyph is a little bit different from the water one. The water one doesn't outright kill them, it just stuns them probably for the longest. But seriously, in comparison to like that, the water one's not that great. That incinerates them, but you have to be up close. I think, I mean I know that the last glyph, because surprise surprise, this is called the lighthouse area. The light glyph, the sunlight glyph. I'm pretty certain I know it kills things in a greater distance. So it does the exact same thing as the fire glyph, but it has bigger range. Whereas with the fire glyph, you have to be kind of up close to them to burn them up like that. Let's just try and get this guy. There you go. Fire Reaver being a complete menace, absolutely destroying fools. Yes, yes. Burn, you son of a bitch. Yes. There's no collectibles in this area, but I've also just decided right now that I'm not going to rush this. So I'm going to complete this last fire glyph. Sunlight glyph, shall I say. And then I'll save the game and like do the next bit. Save the next bit for last. Instead of trying to rush it all into 3 hours. I'd rather take my time with it a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my time with this. This is already like a kind of big area to begin with, this area. So. They have that powerful telekinetic ability, the Trellum. So they can be very dangerous when they need to be. I'll let go. Right, the idea of this is we have to have the flame on constantly. But it's going to try and like turn itself off, so we have to have it consistently running. Basically we have to trap it like that, and then the flame will continue to be pumping. And there's no collectibles in this area. No. He's still burnt to a crisp. And so will this guy be after I'm done with him. Ho ho! What a shot! As you can see, it's not ideal, the aim in this game, but that being said, I got him. Oh, you're a dangerous one, aren't you? Burn forever. Ooh, nice. Destroying them. Watch out for those corners, they might reround them. You never know. Oh, there's definitely one around there. No more of the Soul Reaver for now. Die. Think you can sneak up on me? Thought wrong. big wheel. Ooh, I don't think we have to do that just yet. Ah, yes. The very big square pipes. Because of course there's very big square pipes. What we have to do here is line them up. Which I think... is that. Easy. If you know the right pattern. And the water flows on through into the other chamber, not that one. Then it's the kind of like glidey bit, as you can see. Right, we're in the right location. Oh yeah, so it's moving the pistons, as you can see, which we need them. We need them to be moving. So it is for this. Nice. Nice to know that guy's still burnt to crisp. Terrell, I'm killing all your sons. Hope you're mad wherever you are. Or whenever you are. Right, this glyph is unique because it's the only one that requires you to shift into the Spectral Realm. But it will be the last one. And if I don't change my mind, the last time that I'm ever getting them, you know? But I change my mind a lot. Hell of a lot. Alright, let's get it. You think that can stop me? What's that? That mural. I thought it was the spiral. But it's kind of like prism, triangle, light. Okay, we have to shift at the precise moment that the light strikes. So, let's do it. Alright, Sunlight Glyph. Again, you only get them in this game. Similar to the Dark Gifts, I suppose, or your spells in Blood Omen 1, but on a far smaller scale. And again, it might annihilate the guy up there as well. Oh, it didn't, but it annihilated him. But I'll show you something about range. I think it will get this guy. Yeah, so it's just increased range. So yeah, pretty useful, but only for like those two guys on that one bridge in the the Sanctuary of the Clans. Very useful indeed. You can just like stun an enemy and like just destroy them straight away. Not that great. Deafens enemies, stuns them, but that's better. Also not that great. Stuns enemies, that one's better. Pretty good. Annihilates everything on screen. However, you can just use that. You conserve like 2 Eldritch Glyph energies, and it does the same job, but you just have to be up close, whereas that has a bit more range. Right. Let's get to the warp gate in this area, because we don't need to be here anymore. Got everything that we needed from this place. Warp gate is this way, I believe. Yeah. Alright, let's warp on back to the Elder God. Now it's left, right? It is, okay. Right, so I'm just going to hang out down here with the Elder God. To be fair, if I save and reload the game, you always spawn in here. But I shall be continuing on next time, where we will be in the final part of the game, because let's have a look at my stuff. I have like 1 Eldritch Energy to get and 3 health talismans, and that's it. We've got all the collectibles, we've got the glyphs, as you can see, and it's just like 1 more ability and then the final part of the game. But instead of rushing it, I'm going to do it in the next one. We'll have plenty of time to play it in the next one, and we will be just doing 1 more episode of Soul Reaver 1 Remastered for the PlayStation 5 here. I'll start off by having a little chat with the Elder God and with Ariel, and yeah, we'll continue on from there. I hope you have been enjoying, and if you have, please do like and subscribe, and I shall be back next time with more of Soul Reaver. Right, until the next one. Bye.